Closing out your Thanksgiving weekend this Saturday, WWE invades Chicago, one of the best wrestling cities in the world, for a staple around Thanksgiving, one of the big pay per views that we look forward to each calendar year, especially under the creative of Triple H Paul Levesque the past 2 seasons, or 2 years rather. War Games! That's right, War Games, the men's and women's matches and the rest of the card. We're going to preview it, but we're going to start today with the men's War Games match. Let me know how my War Games impression was. William Regal, Adam Pearce, eat your heart out. But we got the team of Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Seth Rollins, the World Heavyweight Champion, and a surprise returning Apex Predator, the Legend Killer, the Viper, Randy Orton, taking on Judgment Day, JD McDonagh, or McFlurry, or McDouble, or McRib, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, Finn Balor, and Dominic Mysterio. Drew McIntyre did explain Monday he is not a part of the Judgment Day, but he is teaming with them for War Games. A lot of stories coming into this match. Obviously, throughout the last 5 or 6 months, we've seen some type of combination of the Judgment Day taking on Cody Rhodes, Jey Uso, Sami Zayn, and even Kevin Owens when he was on Raw. But the biggest story in this match, obviously, is the return of Randy Orton. The rumors are true. Probably the worst kept secret in all of professional wrestling. We knew he was coming back to be the fifth member. No, not CM Punk. CM Punk, I don't believe, is showing up in Chicago. It would be too obvious. They announced this on Monday for Orton to return because it will stop a lot of the Chicago fans from trying to hijack the show, from thinking CM Punk is going to be the fifth member. Now, does CM Punk possibly show up to confront Shinsuke Nakamura? There have been teasers online. I'm not buying that. I don't see it happening. And honestly, CM Punk versus Shinsuke Nakamura is not on my bingo card. And I could care less, honestly, with the way WWE has treated Nakamura. And Punk going back to WWE, while I will enjoy it, he is going to look like one of the biggest hypocrites ever, up there with the Bret Harts, the Ultimate Warriors, and others who've returned back to the company after pretty much burying it 6 feet deep. Now, this match, there's only one team that's going to win. The baby faces Cody Rhodes, Sami Zayn, Jey Uso, Seth, and Randy Orton. I think Randy's return here mitigated with the story of Jey Uso, his reaction on Monday. Remember, the Usos and the Bloodline put Randy Orton out storyline wise for a year and a half with the injuries. Now Orton returns, teams up with Jay, Sammy, Cody, a friend of his, and Seth, who he has history with as well. He has history with Drew McIntyre. So a lot of stories on a babyface team, but I think they overcome that. I think you may even see Randy Orton with the RK out of nowhere to seal the win for his team. Who takes the pin? Probably JD McDonagh. I think this will be a fun match. This is one of the matches I am looking forward to. The story is writing itself. Now, do we possibly get an attempted cash in from Damian Priest after Seth Rollins is battered, bruised, and beaten down? I think that is coming. Maybe later on this year, but I think maybe even heading into the Rumble and Mania season, because I think with Priest and Balor holding the tag titles, I think they'll lose those titles first, and then maybe that will lead to the possibility of them trying to cash in and then that story being told. But I think it's going to be great to see Randy Orton back in the ring. I heard he's in phenomenal shape. He's always looks great. Yes, it is a little bit of a brutal match for him to return to, but you know he's cleared. You know WWE has dotted their I's and crossed their T's and made sure that Randy is in tip top shape to return. This is probably his final run at a full time scale. What does Randy do after War Games? What does he do heading into Rumble, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania? Does he feud with Cody? Does he possibly, after the match, turn on Jey Uso and RKO him for some payback? Does he RKO possibly Cody? This will be your main event. This will be the match that will send the fans home, hopefully happy. And will it be a big OMG shock moment with a possible potential cash in? I don't see the cash in, but I could see possibly Orton, maybe with a punt kick, maybe with the RKO to Jey Uso, maybe even possibly turning on Cody, setting up his next feud, hitting into the Rumble and Elimination Chamber. I'm not sure, but sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts on your excitement for Randy Orton, your prediction for this match. What do you think happens in this match? I think Orton or Cody pins JD McDonagh. That's how I see this playing out. And maybe we get some extracurriculars after the match where Randy could RKO out of nowhere, Jey Uso, and maybe Cody intervenes and is a little upset of like, why did you do that? Why did you do that? And maybe teasing some tension between Orton and Cody, possibly for down the line, and possibly after Cody wins the championship from Roman. Cody's going to need some heels. Cody's going to need some feuds to keep him at the top of the card, to keep the fans interested, to keep the fans invested, something to sink our teeth into. A Cody Rhodes Randy Orton match, sign me up. The history, the story, the brotherhood, the just overall just connection these two have in and out of the ring, it would be something that I would love to see possibly in 2024. Maybe at a big show like they have coming up at Backlash in France, Paris, France, at a Bash of Berlin, at a SummerSlam, possibly rumored to take place at Cleveland, Ohio, at the Brown Stadium. Hey, why not? Sign me up. I think it'd be a great feud. We'll see. But I'm going with the baby faces of Cody, Sammy, Jey Uso, Seth, and a returning Randy Orton to get the win. No CM Punk, guys. Randy's back. Let's enjoy it. What does Randy do? A Survivor, Royal Rumble, and all these other big shows, Elimination Chamber, WrestleMania coming up? I have no idea. Are they going to keep Randy Orton as a babyface? Are they going to turn him heel? Honestly, even if he does RKO Jay, it may not even solidify him as a heel. The crowd may still love it because it's only due for Jay after what he did with the Bloodline, just atoning for his sins. But maybe they tease some tension potentially between Orton and Rhodes that they pay off in 2024. But sound off in the comments, super kick that subscribe button, like or bomb that like button, leave us a thumbs up. Make sure you go ahead and backdrop that bell. Stay tuned for all notifications, all previews for Survivor Series coming your way this Saturday. We'll be live for the show. Only place giving you sports how you want it when you need it. Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys for watching. Again, I'm going with the baby faces to win WarGames. And let's see what happens at the end. Do we get an RK out of nowhere on Jay, on Cody, an attempted cash in? Sound off in the comments. Let me know your thoughts. I'll be back with more Survivor Series previews here on the Flex Zone podcast. Thank you for watching, guys.